Goes without saying that Kamala Harris is not a person of the American people. She said that January 6th, which was blown so far out of proportion that nobody actually died at the event of January 6th, was the worst thing to happen to our democracy since the Civil War. It is 12:03 on September 11th. Okay. 7:59 a.m. on September 11th, 2001, American Airlines Flight 11, a Boeing 767 with 92 people aboard, takes off from Boston International Airport. 8:14, United Airlines Flight 175 with 65 people aboard takes off from Boston to LA. 8:19, flight attendants from Flight 11 alert ground personnel that their plane has been hijacked. American Airlines notifies the FBI. 8:20, American Airlines 77 takes off from Dulles International, just outside of Washington, headed to LA, 64 on board. 8:24, hijacker Mohammed Atta makes the first two accidental transmissions from Flight 11 to ground control. Okay? 8:40 in the morning, air traffic controllers at the FAA alert the North American Aerospace Defense Command, Northeastern Air Defense Sectors about suspected hijacking of Flight 11. Now, how is this not the worst thing that's happened since the Civil War? We're not done. That's just the start of the morning. 8:41. United Flight 93 is hijacked with 44 people aboard. 8:46. Mohammed Atta, whatever the hell he is, and other hijackers crash their plane into the building between 93 and 99 floors of the North Tower. I have a video, an audio clip of Amy Sweeney that I will never forget. We're flying low. We're flying really, really low. And disappears. Because she went into a damn building. I remember when September 11th was a day of solemn heartbreak and remembrance, and now we're having a fucking award show on 9/11. We have forgotten everything we promised to remember. Everything. We'll never forget. We'll never forget. Oh, okay. January 6th, more important. January 6th was a blip of the radar in our history of this country. September 11th was not.
Breaking story now from tomorrow morning's Los Angeles Times. The newspaper has gained access to an FBI document detailing a telephone call from a flight attendant aboard American Airlines Flight 11 leaving from Boston. That was the first plane to hit the World Trade Center. The flight attendant, Madeline Amy Sweeney, told a ground manager, and apparently this was with the calmest voice, this plane has been hijacked. She said that 2 flight attendants had been stabbed and that, and this is a quote, a hijacker also cut the throat of a business class passenger and he appears to be dead. Sweeney then relayed the exact seat numbers of 4 men, said all 4 were Middle Eastern, and 1, she said, spoke English very well. Investigators say there were actually 5 hijackers on the plane. Apparently one of them was not seen by Ms. Sweeney. Eventually, she told her manager that they had gained access, the hijackers, to the cockpit, and that the plane changed direction and was descending rapidly. The manager on the ground asked Sweeney whether she knew her location. Her reply at this point, I see water and buildings. Oh my God, oh my God. At that point, according to the report, the conversation ended. Sweeney was 35 years old, the mother of 2 young children, and what she saw at that point was apparently the Hudson River and the World Trade Center. That's our report for tonight. I'm Ted Koppel in Washington for...
If that doesn't hurt your soul, do you actually love this country? And I'm asking you honestly. Because her life mattered. Every life on that plane mattered. Every life in that building mattered. And Kamala just doesn't care. Let's fabricate January 6th and blow it so far out of proportion that 9/11 is forgotten. Forgotten. That thing we swore we would never do, we did. I recall a story of a parent on the phone with her child, and she was talking about, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And she was watching the news. And she watched a plane hit the building. And the phone cut out. Because her child just died. I mean, I take this personal. Above being a Republican or whatever, a Democrat, whatever you are, I'm an American first. And I hold the lives of our people above party. Because every year I watch the videos, I watch the movies, I watch the documentaries, I watch so much of all this. And yes, it hurts. I didn't personally lose anyone on September 11th in my life. We lost Americans, and that's all that matters. Because they matter to us. The people we swore we would never stop fighting for. And we did. We forgot the promises that were made. And today, if that happened, there would be trashy Twitter accounts mocking everything. There would be memes on memes. There would be just a joke. It's the world we live in today. That something that at this magnitude would be a joke. And it's not a joke. It's human lives. That's why when I sit there and I get so pissed off about January 6th because nothing happened. And people like AOC and Nancy Pelosi and all of these liberal just... They say that it was worse than September 11th. Were they drunk that day? You know? This is not even to mention what happened on September 11th, 2012. That's a whole different loss for our country. We lost an ambassador. And we lost 3 other Americans. And then, instead of sitting there and watching it all go down, Obama got on a plane and went to Vegas to see Beyonce? Are you kidding me? And then it was a lie of why they died, and then what difference does it make? Let me tell you something, Hillary. If that horse-faced, buck-toothed daughter of yours ever died under iffy circumstances, I'd want there to be a lie about it. And then the truth come out, well, you know what? Was it this or was it that? Who cares? What difference does it make? You know? I love this country. And I love the people in this country. And it just makes me sick. It really does. This day is just it's awful because people just forgot. They forgot how they felt on September 12th. I don't. Maybe because I do remind myself every year what we lost, what we gained. But it's also a reminder of how far we've fallen as a country. There has been a Bush, Biden, or Clinton on the tickets and the Obamas. Bush's, Biden's, Obama's, and Clinton's in office since 1988. H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Obama, and Hillary was on the ticket for when she ran against Trump. And all of them blamed Trump, the man that had office for 4 years. Not the ones that have been in office since 88. You know? This is the first ever ticket for the presidential vote in a presidential election that does not have a Bush, an Obama, a Biden, or a Clinton on it since 88. But it's all Trump's fault. Remember where you were that day when you saw the planes go into the buildings. Y'all have forgotten. I sure as hell haven't. I remember every year because it's important. Because those people mattered. And it pisses me off that y'all forgot. It took a few minutes, but I found the video. This is gut-wrenching. Okay. I have gone back on my YouTube history. I found it.
stabbed.
One flight attendant's okay. I'm not sure. The other may not make it. We have her on oxygen. Oh my God, something's wrong here.
What's happening? Amy, are you still there?
We're in rapid descent. We're all over the place.
Can you look out the window and tell us where you are? Do you recognize anything?
Amy, do you know you're headed toward Kennedy? I see water, buildings. We're flying low. We're flying very, very low. We are flying way too low. Oh my God,
Can you hear me? Amy? Amy, can you hear me, Amy?
That is point of impact of the plane hitting the building. And that, Kamala, is the biggest attack on democracy since the Civil War. How dare this woman who claims to want to represent Americans forget the attack on Americans? President Trump was right. September 11th, there were Muslims cheering in New York. They were there. They were saying, "Death to America. Allah, Allah, death to America." But this is not the biggest attack on our democracy. Not to her. To me, it is. Lest we forget, right? And President Bush said that, we have the remembrance of Pearl Harbor and D-Day. September 11th has become just another day on the calendar. By us. Y'all, it's not me. Why'd you forget? Why? Why did y'all forget this? It hurts my soul that you forgot. I'm just in a mood. I don't show this to people. But I think the fact that today is what it is, and Kamala made those statements, and I'm angry. I am so angry. I'm trying to just process what I'm feeling, and how we've gone from standing in lines miles long to donate blood to having an American flag on every car in every house, to smiling at strangers, and being so united as a country. It's what we are now. I think that's part of it, but maybe I just hold September 11th in such, it's a day I didn't think would ever be what it is now. I was in middle school. I was in 8th grade. And like I said, I didn't lose anybody that day, but we lost Americans, and that's what mattered. I love our country, and I love our people. The government I could do without, but it's the people that we lost that day. And it's the heroes of that day on Flight 93 and the firefighters on that day. I climbed so high on those towers, and it just sucked that so many people lost their lives, and as a country, we just y'all forgot. I didn't. Obviously. It pierces holes in my heart. It hurts. You forgot. You swore you would never. You forgot. Like it's been forever. You forgot the unity and love and pride in this country. You forgot. Now it's our own people we're hunting. You forgot where you stood when the news was told. And you forgot the anger, the fear, and the deep-rooted emotion we would all hold. You forgot to love thy neighbor for a more selfish tone. You forgot. Instead of standing together, we're standing alone. You forgot. You simply forgot. Where are the people from the 12th of September? The ones that swore to always remember the United States flag held in such high regard, where today it's stomped, burned in our own front yard. United we stood today, more divided than ever. So far from where we were on the 11th of September. Unify as one, please. I beg of you. Because remember, the passenger on the plane could have very well been